This meeting is being recorded.
Hey there, if you are watching this video, it means that you are currently watching the recording on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to hop on and real briefly, real quickly, walk you through how to close out a shopping link, how to close out a party link, how to maximize the most out of your rewards. You'll see in a little bit because I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to get a sip of my drink real quick. Which, by the way, side note, if you are a Southerner like myself, I so sadly can say that I have never been to Hart's Chicken up until recently. And I know, shocker, I've been to everywhere else chicken wise, but I don't know why we've never been there before. I think just because the building is a lot older and that just threw me off. But I underestimated it. I'll give them that much. And if you've never been before, and there's one near you, go check out their sweet tea because that is a whole nother level in itself. I don't think I've ever had sweet tea that accurate to Southern sweet tea in my entire life. I can definitely say that. So it's so good. Go check it out. So anyways, I'm going to share my screen. You'll see my party. I'll walk you through all the good things. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it over. Let me share my screen. There we go. So y'all should be seeing my screen. I'm going to go ahead and get over here. Okay, so this is currently my personal shopping link that I've had. I think if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can, because I don't want to show everybody's business. No, yeah, I don't really need to show that. So that's weird. I'm just going to go back up here. So my shopping link that you're currently seeing, as you can see, because if you look at the party summary, if I'm not mistaken, I think that this link was set up, I think the beginning of August, I want to say. And then I just let my host rewards roll over. And so this is actually kind of a combination of three different, I guess, events that you can say that took place. It started out as my personal shopping link. I shared it out with my VIPs. Not too long ago, we had a flash sale. And so this was a part of the flash sale. And so I just changed the title up as I went along. Because as you can see here, it does say flash sale link. So I actually have an event coming up. And so this was the perfect timing for me to close this party out. Typically, I will say, being that I have had a couple years of experience being a consultant under my belt now, I will say that for the most part, most of the host rewards that I used don't really go towards me. That's what Scentsy Club is for. That's something that I've really learned the hard way. Otherwise, around the holidays, like recently there was a warmer that came out, so during our holiday harvest collection, both of those, if there's ever a specific item that I have my eye on, then at that point I will say that I will use my host rewards to cover the cost. Also, if I always like to have scent circles on hand, so that's another thing that I'll use my rewards on, and you'll see that in just a little bit. Otherwise, if you have host rewards, no matter what that looks like, if you have an event coming up, or if there's a holiday or a special occasion, you name it, teacher gifts, boo baskets, mystery boxes, you guys, if you're not utilizing your host rewards to the max potential of using it towards those things, you're really missing out. So as you can see here, I can't talk anymore today, that I have host rewards that I've already started basically putting in the product of what I'm wanting to do. So one little side note, little nugget of information that I'll share with you, a little tip, I guess you could say, is that depending upon what event, for example, that you have may indicate or otherwise suggest what products to get with your host rewards. So for me, for example, I have an event coming up like mid-October, and it benefits breast cancer awareness. And so the particular event is a 501c3 event. And so I really like to hone in, you guys, on what the theme is for the event, whether it's a holiday, special occasion, whatnot. And then I like to connect the Scentsy product that I'll have available, and then connect that, full circle with whatever the theme is. So with it being the theme that what it is for the event that I'm doing, as you can see here, I did start off with a total of 4 half price credits. So I earned 4. I've only spent 1 so far. And then here, as you can see, I have, I've already been setting up to where I'm bundling the fragrance flowers. So one thing that I want to basically, I guess, start with like the basics, if you are fairly newer to Scentsy, is starting with how you can earn host rewards. So once you set up your personal shopping link, your first goal as a consultant or when you have a host is to hit 200. Now, the max rewards are going to be where you want to really truly aim more towards $500 in sales, whether that's letting your shopping link roll over, or if you are able to have a successful event, accessible party link for that duration of the month or the week, whatever the case may be, and it hits $500, then that's where the sweet spot is, because 500 to about 700 is really going to make a huge difference, especially when you have a party link that's about 350. If it's between 350 and 500, you really want to aim more towards that 500. The reason being is that you could easily go, there's about a $40 difference in host rewards from 350 in sales and PRV versus that 500. The reason being is that Scentsy rewards, whenever you set up your shopping link and you start getting orders in, you're automatically rewarded 10% off of the sales, okay, that's coming in. So once you hit 200 in sales, you're still earning that 10%. But here's the crazy part, super cool, you guys. Once your sales hit 500, your host credit that's earned jumps from 10% to 15%. How insane is that? Like, that's the coolest thing. So there's a $40 difference in host credit between having a $350 party and a $500 party. So hence why I just let my host rewards collect. So as you can see here, my host rewards that was earned off of this party summary was a total of $159 or 159, I guess you could say, host credit. That's the easiest way to put it for anyone else, non-Scentsy. So 159 host credit. And then here, like we saw earlier, I earned 4 half offs. So what I want to go to before that is right here. So typically, of course, I have a customer that I went ahead and rewarded this to her. So obviously this normally wouldn't be here, but whenever you're going and you're wanting to start closing out your party link, the very first thing that you want to make sure that you're already taking care of before you forget is this right here. It's going to be underneath the party summary. So sometimes your tab may look like that, and then just make sure and drop down. And when you roll down, you should see this where it is called the Perpetual Party Reward. So the benefit of the Perpetual Party Reward is that as a consultant, we're automatically earning that every single time you have an active party, a party link of 200 or more in PRV. Really cool, right? So Scentsy basically is rewarding us for setting up this party link. Now, in theory, Scentsy, when they first got started, the main reason why this party reward is available here is because when you have somebody that is hosting a party with you, this is an award that you can gift to the host when they either had booked the party with you, or another scenario would be if someone off of that current party books a new event with you, and then that you can assign to someone else. The beauty of being a Scentsy consultant, especially with this Perpetual Party Reward, is that you're able to do whatever the heck you want with it. You can use it for yourself. In my case, I have a VIP that I'm gifting it to. Like I said, you can use it for yourself. You can use it for products, again, that you're putting in, whatever it is that you're marketing at the time. It's 100% up to you. The really cool part about this Perpetual Party Reward is it is the only credit in your party that you can actually separate out and send off to somebody else. Now, the thing is, of course, with that being said, that means that the said person that's receiving this product would have to pay full price in shipping. Otherwise, everything that you're seeing that I'm ordering tonight is coming directly to me. Now, in this case, I had a VIP that I did a drawing in my VIP group. I picked a name. I messaged her privately. I texted her and I said, hey, congratulations, your name was picked in my drawing. Here's my link. you earn a half price credit with me, and then they got to pick out whatever they wanted, and then she paid the difference, which is right here. Cool, right? Super simple. This is a really good way to not only show great customer service towards your customers and your VIPs, but also let's just say that, for example, you heard me say, like, I don't really use a lot of my host rewards anymore towards myself. I would rather give more to my customers and spoil my customers rather than use it on myself because I have club. So Scentsy Club is how I spoil myself. Okay. So with this perpetual award, the really cool part is that I am able to gift it and use it towards somebody else. But like I said, you can, you're an independent consultant. You can do whatever you want with it. So there's that. So we already have that put in. Make sure and always have this done. The other thing I was going to say too is that when you're closing your party out or another host party out, what's really nice is that, like, if this is yours, for example, like it's mine, if maybe you're financially not in a place where you can afford otherwise the half price credits, that's another opportunity that you can gift that half off to somebody else and make their day. Because I guarantee you there's someone out there that customer wise that is going to take you up on that half off credit. All right, so we got that locked in. So that's like I said, that's my customer. She's getting that. And let's do something real quick before we get into everything else. So one thing that I want to show you guys, actually, I guess it is right here, is that whenever you are putting in a party and you're closing it out, if it is coming directly to you, there is something that's really cool that you're able to do. And it's going to help you in the long run not have to pay as much for shipping or double shipping. So you want to make sure that you're on the retail tab here. One thing that I did not know when I was first starting out as a consultant that I know now is that you can add bags on for $1. And let's see if I can remember what they are called because I always forget the name. I usually have to do like 3 different words before I get it right. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. It's right there. So I personally don't need any because I have more than enough. But see this right here where it says customer order bag? It's $1, which is insane. And I can't remember, to be honest with you, exactly how many you get. I want to say I think it's about 10. I might be wrong about that, but I think it's 10 clear bags. They're large enough to basically fit like an average size warmer in, and obviously any other product that's smaller than that. But if you ever have a party that's closing out that's going directly to a customer, and let's just say that they have added orders onto the party, this is something right here that you definitely want to do. So then that way, if your host is the one that is dropping off, divvying off, packaging up basically the orders for her friends and family, this is really going to help that host out and being able to divide all of the product up and then get it to whoever needs it. Now, as you also can see here, if you are a Scentsy consultant, you are able to also add on a good variety of marketing materials that Scentsy sells, which is really cool. So a lot of the items, for the most part, majority of them actually that are in the consultant store, you are able to add onto here. And again, that's going to, in the long run, help you with shipping. So let's see if I can type in. So yeah, as you can see here, the sky is the limit as far as what you can add on. But pretty much, like I said, the majority of everything that's in the consultant store, you can add on to your order. And then typically your merchandise that you're ordering from the consultant store gets shipped to you separately than all the product that you see here. But it's usually in my experience, I would say at least like a day or two maybe, difference between when you're getting both orders. But it all closes down at once. So like I said before, you're only paying for shipping one time, which is really great. So that's my little tip there. Let's see. Oh, one thing I knew there was something else that I wanted to say about the perpetual party reward. So the reason why you will always want to make sure and get this out of the way first is because if you forget about this, Scentsy will actually charge a $5 fee. They'll tack that onto your total if you do not use all your host rewards. Just FYI. Let's see. And then also with your party link with your rewards, They expire within 90 days. That goes for anybody, not just consultants or host. It's 90 days. And then before then, you can actually, like I did earlier, I was saying I did before, is you can roll over your host rewards. So don't feel like you have to close your party down at the end of the month. Now, obviously, if it's someone else that's hosting the party with you, then you do want to make sure and establish that time frame, that deadline, when you are going to close it down out of respect of your party host. But if you as a consultant have your own link, don't feel like you have to close it down every month unless you absolutely want to. But just remember that you do have 90 days from the time you start owning host rewards to use them before they expire. Just FYI. All right, so the next thing that I'm actually going to be doing for myself is I recommend whenever you have somebody that's hosting a party with you, in my experience, the easiest way that you can help them get the max amount of rewards versus the stuff that they want, and being able to be, the best that you can be with customer service. The easiest thing that I find for my host is I personally just have them write down their wish list. I do, of course, you want to communicate to them like how much rewards they've earned, how much host credit they've earned, of course, but you want them to go ahead and just make that wish list. I usually tell them like, hey, don't worry about bundling, don't worry about any of those logistics. I'll take care of you and I'll make sure that you get the most bang out of your buck. That's usually what I tell them wording wise. So once my host gets their wish list or their shopping list with me, that's typically when I will go through and I'll start to make sure that I can group certain things together and bundle certain items that, again, I can make sure that they're getting the best, and best experience out of their host rewards. So what that basically means is that there could be certain products, for example, and it's just kind of a matter of playing around with it. But you want to see like, okay, if their wish list, if you can take it from their host credit and they're going to be able to save more money that way, then go there in that direction. Typically, like in my rule of thumb that I like to stick to for the most part is that when your host or yourself, if you're wanting to do anything that you can bundle, typically I try to use most of my bundles towards this here, which is your host half price credits. The reason being is that bundling, you're already getting a product for free. And then for two, you're saving a little bit of money, right, when you bundle. But on top of that, when you're bundling, you're getting those bundles for half off. So not only are you getting more product, but you're saving a little bit of money in the beginning. And then on top of that, you're getting it for half off. So to me, that's a no-brainer. Typically my smaller items, so you'll see in a little bit, like if I do bulbs, which I will be, so I'll have like some color bulbs that I'm getting, or if maybe it's like your smaller unplugged items like scent circles, scent packs, car bars, that's typically what you'll usually see me do with my host credit. But really, when push comes to shove, like just play around with it and then just see what works best for you. Let's see, I feel like there's another step that I'm missing. Oh, one thing that I do want to clarify as well, without showing my personal information, is if you have somebody that potentially wants to join Scentsy, and let's just say two things. Let's just say either it is their party to begin with, or if you plan on flipping your own host rewards to them. And then the other case would be if they're just flat out planning to join and you're wanting to use your host kit that you've earned. So if you're not familiar with what that term is as far as host kit or an unlocked host kit, what that is that means that anytime a Scentsy consultant or a host has a shopping link and it hits that $200 PRV, it automatically unlocks the 59 host kit. Now, what's really cool, and I absolutely love that Scentsy does this for us, or let's just do this, is that your host credit. So like, for example, I have that 159 host credit. If I chose to, or if this was someone else's party, and they wanted to join, that $59 that's sitting there would cover the entire cost of the join kit, which is really nice. Now, my personal opinion, and then to each their own, is that you can either use the host rewards to cover the whole kit, Or if, like, for example, this is my, these are my rewards that I earned. So if I had somebody that was wanting to join and they did want to take advantage of the 59 kit, what I would want to do before I do any of my host rewards is I would actually then go back to the very top. I would want to go and then edit the party, and I would flip it to where their information is in there, because when you put their information, and that's another training for another day, but when you put that information in there, it's automatically going to email that person that's wanting to join. Then at that point, what you would want to do is you would want to come back to here where it says host credit. Then what I would want to do if I had somebody that was wanting to join with the host kit is that I, just like I'm doing now, would keep putting in all of my products that I'm wanting to get and use with my host credit. I would typically, normally for me, I usually would bring it down to like $1, but honestly, all you have to have is, I think it's like, what is it, like 5 cents or 10 cents or something like that. But it's a little less than $1 for that host kit to basically be unlocked, which is really cool. So obviously that person will get like a teeny little bit of a discount, but they're still investing in themselves because they are putting in their money to that almost that full 59 price. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead, and I actually have my little list here of what else I have left to get. And as y'all see here, this is actually this fragrance flower here. If you have not smelled it, it smells so good. This is actually, I think, the only thing that I will be getting for myself. And I couldn't just get one, as you can see. I definitely wanted to take advantage. Like I said, bundles are your best friend. Like if you can do a bundle, get it for half off. If not, just know you can still just do like one fragrance flower. Like I'll type it in here, for example, so you can see it. It should come up. Maybe let's just do that. And you'll see here, like whenever you're typing in what it is that you're wanting to get with your rewards, I think I said this earlier, it's really just a matter of wordplay sometimes. So as y'all can see here, if I wanted to, you could get one flower. So let's just, not that I'm going to get it, but if you didn't really want to spend too much and your budget was a little tighter, or your host budget was tight, you don't have to do a bundle per se, although I do recommend it. But let's just say you're on a tighter budget. So as you can see here, just this one flower alone, you're paying $8 out of pocket instead of full 16, which is really cool. So let me go ahead and get out of that. All right, so one thing, for example, that is, I just had kind of a moment earlier. I was like, duh, I need to do this. So with my event coming up, I don't really have a lot of mini warmers. And so again, if I'm ordering any products, I want to make sure and connect the product and have kind of a cohesive theme as much as possible. So it all looks copacetic and that it's appeasing to the eye when it's on the table. So one thing that I wanted to get was, instead of the full size warmers, I'm going to get the mini warmers. So when you're wanting to do a bundle, you might want to write this down. Otherwise, you can always go to your PWS and then go to bundle, or you can go to what is that? I think it's like specials. Let me look real quick. I always forget. So yeah, you would go to your website, and yeah, when you go to specials, if you're online, then you'll go to specials, and then you'll go to bundle and save. Duh. Yeah, you'll click on bundle and save, and then that way you're getting an idea of what all of the products are called, and then how, or like what wording to type in whenever you're wanting to check out with your host rewards. Okay, so just FYI, if you're ever wanting to do like I'm doing, let me go and type it in because I have a hard time multitasking. So I'm planning on utilizing the half offs for the bundle, which is 3 wax bars, and it comes with a mini warmer, which is $25. But as you can see here, when I type in, actually, I think I did system before. It's called the Scentsy system. But whenever you're closing out your first party, you'll see that the wording is, what's the term I'm looking for? Like it's, I guess it's just really picky. It's really sensitive. That's what I'm looking for. It's sensitive. So just again, play around with your words or keywords. But as you can see here, Scentsy system is what's coming up. There is another bundle option. Let's see. There's another bundle option that is on our personal website, but it's no longer available for us to use for our rewards. So sometimes our customers will know about this one and then they'll ask. Let's see, warmers and wax. Oh, no, sorry about that. Went to the wrong place. Bundle and save, that's where we want to go. This is what I meant to click on. So the other bundle option that is available on your PWS, but not with our host rewards, is this one right here, which is the Perfect Scentsy. This used to be available, but Scentsy, I believe, took it off because a while back, I remember trying to look for that and I had a hard time finding it. So I believe they did take that option off, but it is available, as you can see, on our website. So basically what that means is it's 2 warmers that are the same price with 6 wax bars. So just FYI, on a side note, little nugget of information, if your customers ever have somebody else that they know, or if you have one person that's wanting to order 2 warmers of the same price, this is where you can actually talk to them about saving a little bit of money, getting more bang for their buck, and then bundling with some wax bars. So that, like I said, is not available, but the one that is available is the Scentsy system, as you can see here. So I'm actually snagging 2 Scentsy systems for my event. And then, of course, like I said earlier, I like to play in with themes. So the first one that I'm going to get will be the Tea Rose. I think that's going to be really classy, super cute for the event, for the occasion. And then wax wise, because it is the fall season, I don't really own, oh, that sounded kind of weird. I don't really have a lot of bakery smells on hand right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of ones that I know off the top of my head that I do not have. So let's go ahead and do pumpkin roll, because it never fails this time of year. Just like, I live in the South, y'all, and it's super hot still, but it's so odd because anytime I do an event, it never fails. There's always somebody that it's like, hey, do you have any fall smells on hand? And don't get me wrong, I'm all about the fall smells because I have them warming right now in our house. But when I do events, I'm just not expecting that because it's still like 90 plus degrees out right now, and it's fixed to be October, y'all. But I'm like, I'm here for it. Like I said, I'm all about Halloween, all about fall. If y'all don't know me, I'm like, I'm not gonna argue with it. All right, let's do another fall one. We'll do, I don't have that one. We'll do that one, and then we'll save it. And y'all, these are like a steal for real, because look, you're like, with a half off credit, it's insane because you're getting the mini warmer and 3 wax bars for $20. And considering the fact that the warmer alone is $25, that's just pure insanity. It's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and do the next system. And then same thing, I'm going to grab another mini warmer. Let's see. And this one, I think I said, oh yeah, I was going to do the glitter rose. I think I saw that earlier. Yeah, there we go. I was secretly hoping we still had the magenta one, but for obvious reasons, but it's okay. This will be really cute. Let's see. I think I still want to stick with, because I don't really feel like I have a lot of spice and bakery. Let's see what's under woods. I knew I should have wrote these down. I don't think I want to do. Oh yeah, that was one I actually wanted to grab. I'll grab 2. The falling apples. One thing I've actually started thinking about doing for events is that I have considered getting wax bars like in the same fragrance, but just multiple ones. Because usually I'm all about a variety. But I don't know, random thought, I know. But I've just been thinking about, let's just do, I've just been thinking about that lately. We'll do Sip Sip Cider. Cool. Save and add. All right, we got that. And then my next half off, I think I said, see, I wrote it all down. Oh yeah, I was going to do scent circles. Let's see if I can just find it by typing in the word circles. Yay, that's what we want. And then again, to each their own. As you can see here, there are 2 bundle options, but for me, once again, I'm using my half off, y'all. So the fact that like I can get 6 scent circles for half the price of 15, like, I'm like, yes, please. All right, so in this case, I don't really have specific fragrances that I'm going for. I don't think I did. Did I? No. So I used to actually have a lot of scent circles on hand for events, but I just don't really sell them as much as I used to. Not at least not scent circles anymore. But because this is a special event, I thought it would be really cute if I could go through and find and see if we have any pink colored scent circles. Of course, I know the majority of them are probably going to all be all be fall colors. Let's see. I think I did see like some pink, like pinkish purple. What was it? I don't really know if I want to do cashmere and corduroy. I think I'll do. Yeah, let's do for sure. I like the berry blessed. Maybe like we'll do like pink and purple. Let's see. Let's do black currant and plum, black raspberry vanilla, berry blessed. Not quite pink, but close enough. Let's see. We'll do. And then thankfully this event is like closer to the end of October. So then y'all know like people are really going to be vibing for fall. Let's see. I have one left. I don't know why. I was thinking we had like an actual pink, but I'm tripping. That must be like the spring, summertime. Let's do. And I will say when it comes to things like this at least for an event, y'all, I try to find fragrances for the most part that I know customers are going to be more familiar with, just because with scent circles, it's not like they can actually smell them until they open it, right? I don't want to do too many decisions. This is what hosts feel like, right? We're like, I have too many choices. Let's do. Why not? We'll just do cozy cardigan. I like that. Y'all like how I did that? Like all the colors are coordinating. That'll be pretty. It'll go with the aesthetic of the table. All right, so let's see. Oh, another thing, totally off subject, but y'all know how I like to squirrel. So being that I'm gonna have a lot of fragrance flowers at this event, because I figured that would be perfect. Two things. I do plan on having Sharpies that I'm going to pick up. I think I'm actually going to order from Amazon, to be honest. Be a lot quicker. So I'm going to order those from Amazon. More than likely, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to have pink Sharpies if I can find them. I think that would be really cool, just to go with the theme. And then every customer that gets a fragrance flower with me and purchase it, they're going to get a Sharpie. And then I figure I'll do that. And then I do have some of the like fall stands available that Target was selling. So I think I might actually have if I have any of those left, then I'll have them on the table. Because I think that'd be really cute for like decor purposes. All right, so I finished up with that. Yep. So let's hop on over here. For sure, I know that I said I was going to get more scent circles. Let's see. So I do plan on doing boo buckets, and I'm going to actually do 6 of them and have them ready to go for my customers, just so it looks better in a photo. A lot of my customers really like things that they can basically just take and pick up and not have to worry about. So this is something I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of, is using, again, my host rewards towards something that I can turn around and sell. And if you didn't already know that, as a consultant, you do have the opportunity to do that. You can seriously take all of these scent circles and turn around and then charge full price for them, FYI. Let's see. All right, so I said this one I specifically want to do Falling Apples because I'm going to pair it up with the scent of the month for October, which is this one, the Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. Smells incredible. If you guys have not smelled it and you are a customer of mine, ask me for a sample. Otherwise, if you're a consultant, you definitely need to get your hands on this one. One little fun trick, not that it really matters because you can seriously just keep clicking select if you wanted to. Otherwise, I get really impatient. So you can actually go through here, delete this out, and then just type in 6 or how many ever you want, and then add to save and add bundle. All right, so there's that. And then I knew for sure that I wanted to get, let's see if it'll come up. I was going to get the red light bulb, the 15 watt for the mini for the tea rose warmer. Here it is. Yeah. I think that'll be really pretty. So if anyone purchases that for my event, I'm going to go ahead and just for fun throw that in. And that's the beauty of this, guys, is that, again, you're seeing me like use my host rewards towards these products. Like, I'm not spending anything. I'm not spending anything or paying anything out of pocket. So that's something that I feel really good about, again, being able to make someone's day and then just throw a little thank you in there. All right, so we did that. I also want to do, I don't know if I'll be able to type in this. Yeah, there we go. So I noticed that I always try to, as a consultant, I always try to keep bulbs on hand. I don't recommend having what we refer to as stock. That's never a good idea. Don't do that. But as a consultant, especially if you are with Team Faith and Soul, I do recommend you guys always having bulbs on hand, because you're always going to have that one customer text you, call you up at the last minute, and they're going to want a light bulb, and you're going to feel bad if you don't have them on hand, because that was me when I first started with Scentsy. So when it comes to light bulbs, make sure and do bundles. Unless you just want to throw one in. Now, obviously, colored bulbs, I shouldn't say obviously, because if you're new, you don't know this, but colored bulbs you can't bundle, just FYI. But I am running low on my 25 watt bulbs. Whoa, wait a minute. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting sidetracked. Did y'all see that? Perfect Scentsy. So I wonder, that makes me wonder if you can use, let's see, how much rewards do I have? Not that I need to. That's interesting. So I wonder, because did y'all see that? Because I'm wondering, I'll have to go back and play around with it. Because I'm wondering if I can actually, I thought that was gone. But apparently it looks like you can't use your half off on it, but you can use your host credit towards it. Interesting. Let's see, 25 warmers. That's still a pretty good deal, because you're paying, because both warmers are like 50, and then you figure the wax bars are 30 if you're not bundling. So it's 80. So that's not too bad, because you're saving $6. I'll be all right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my bulbs on. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab 2-3 packs. That should actually, yeah, that should check out my rewards. Now, in theory, let me do this real quick. So I just want to show y'all. So in theory, like I said earlier, if you had somebody that was wanting to take advantage of the host kit, and I do by all means recommend trying everything that you can to get somebody to get this host kit. You don't want to leave it. You just don't want to not, give the kit to somebody. So if by chance you find somebody that wants it, this is pretty much about the sweet spot. Unless you just want to add, again, those clear bags on for $1, then you can have $1.26 left, and then you would go in and add that host kit. Now, I'm not going to add it in because I don't have somebody that wants to claim it right now. But if you did, you would type in the word host. As you can see here, it popped up. And then you would need to choose whether or not your person wants the English version or the Spanish version. So there's that. And then as soon as you add this on, the information that you edited in your party, whoever is wanting to join, it's automatically going to email them. So make sure that email that you're putting in it is accurate and an email that is good for them, for Scentsy to contact them through. All right, so that's pretty much about it. I'm going to go ahead and add in that second one before I forget. I don't think there was anything else. I think that was it. Let me hop back on over and stop sharing my screen. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. Hopefully you guys learned a little something about, again, closing out a shopping link, how to maximize your host rewards. The sky's the limit as far as, to an extent, as far as using your host rewards and then being able to spoil yourself or your customers with the products in the catalog. If you're new to Scentsy, or if you need a refresher, the only thing you do want to keep in mind as far as what you cannot use your host rewards on would be clearance, anything licensed. So That's pretty extensive now. If you look at the back of your catalog, that's going to give you the breakdown pretty much of all of them that cannot be included. But some examples and not limited to would be NHL, NFL, Marvel, Disney, etc. You guys get it. Clearance, like I said before, I think that's pretty much about it. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. I don't think there's anything else that excludes host rewards. Like I said, the really cool part is that we have the holiday collection coming up, and we just had harvest on September 1st. So those collections, I always as a consultant, always like to let my host rewards roll over, and then I typically will get some fun things, and especially even more less and more so for the catalog. So when our new catalog comes out, same thing. Let your host rewards roll over to about a 2-month period. Stack your host rewards, and then use them to take advantage of getting the new products from the new catalog. Tons of things that you guys can make samples on. For the most part, that was the one thing I think I left out, is that a lot of times if I don't have an event going on, or I don't have basically any other reason to be using my host rewards towards something, I get things that I can make samples from. So that's the Laundry Love, that's the laundry products, the Clean Line products. What else? I know I'm forgetting something other than wax. Oh, Scentsy Soak. That's another one. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. I hope you guys, thanks again for watching watching the replay. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.